I really like small drones, and I know that many of my customers do too. That's the reason why I've been on the search of a small drone that can carry an O3. As we know, the DJI O3 is excellent. It gives us the best video quality out there right now on the FPV hobby, but at the same time is, let's say, the biggest VTX there. Reason why it's difficult to have in small drones, and manufacturers are trying to figure out how to do this, how to get an O3 into smaller drone. I have a video showing the GapeRC Dark Star where they do that. If you want, just go and check it. But I'm more interested in drones that are freestylish, you know, that you can do tricks and things. Or let's say that I'm not more interested, but it's also interesting to find those kind of drones, because I see many of my customers asking for that kind of things. So far I can offer them some options with Voxnail and HD0, because those ones have the 1S VTX. But in the case of O3, it's a different story. I found this not very well known company called YMZFPV, which is doing what I think is a very nice drone, freestyle style, with an O3 in 2 inches. The drone is called the Eagle One. It's this small thing that I have here. When you look at it from a close-up, it's very well built. It's CNC parts together with a carbon fiber body, and whatever you normally use to have a TPU in any other drone, like for example holding the antenna, this has a very nice built part that attaches perfectly and normally made of CNC. It looks like a very luxury drone. It feels very sturdy in your hands, and it's very well built. Like, since I saw it, I thought this is very nice. This company created the same kind of drone in analog for some time ago, and I saw some reviews over the internet. They reached out to see if I wanted to do business with them and to test some of this. And I said that I honestly think the analog, even if a lot of people still has it, it's kind of on the way out, and in my shop I sell mostly digital equipment. And they promised that when they had the digital O3 version, they would reach out to me so I could test the drone. And here I have it, the Eagle One. The first thing that I had to worry about when I heard that this drone was made from CNC parts and carbon fiber was the weight. The drone without any battery, carrying the O3 and everything that is in the drone itself without any extra, is around 127 grams. If we use the recommended 380 mAh 4S battery, we go all the way to 167 grams. And of course I wanted to test with my battery, a 450 Tattoo 4S battery, which weighs around 50 grams and brings the total weight of this drone to something around 179 grams. Despite the weight of the drone, I have to admit that I feel that the drone flies very, very nicely. When I talked to the manufacturer, they recommended the 380 battery, saying you shouldn't have any battery over 40 grams. But I still was curious about how would it fly with my Tattoo. It's 10 grams more than what they recommended, but again, I went out and I flew it with that Tattoo, and I couldn't see a big difference on the flying characteristics of the drone. You can still do all the freestyle tricks that you want. You can still have like a good response from the throttle, and you could actually get more time with the 450, almost 4 minutes, than with the 380, where you get 2 minutes and a half, 2 minutes and 22 seconds. So in my case, the 450 mAh battery is working very well. But going back to how the drone flies is this, that immediately after I started to fly with this drone, I had a very nice feeling. To be honest, I flew it first indoors, thinking that maybe I can have a round here in my house like I do with my Mobile 6, but I barely made it because the drone is so powerful that to control it is a little bit difficult, and inside the house where you don't have that much space to do things, it was complicated. No one got hurt, the drone didn't get hurt either, and then immediately I had to go out and test it outside because this is a drone that is made to fly outside. You need some space to do your tricks and stuff. It's powerful and it's fast. So it's not like a cruising drone. This is something that is really fun. This is something that you can use to practice all these 5 inches move that you normally see on the internet and the YouTube and these kind of things. This drone is gonna be able to do all those kind of stuff. And the best part of it is that when you read about the O3, you know that it's very sensitive to vibrations. And again, I was wondering how it's gonna work here where you don't have a lot of place to do anything with the camera. The manufacturer has some camera inserts made of plastic. I'm not 100% sure what plastic this is because it's not as soft as the regular silicone that I've seen being used by other manufacturers. It's definitely not TPU because of the way that it looks like. So I'm guessing that it's some kind of silicone or something like that I'm not 100%. But you don't get any kind of vibration in the O3 in the camera, or at least I didn't see it. I shake it up, I threw the drone up and flip and things, and I didn't find anything that I would say, red flag here, this is not working properly. The all-in-one card inside has a 40 amps ESC. It's a non-brand card. I asked the manufacturer and they say it's a small company that you might not have heard about it, and I haven't been able to get the name actually of the manufacturer. But so far it's working well. 40 amps sounds quite a lot for an all-in-one like this size, but it's the kind of thing that you need if you're gonna be pushing this drone up and down to do those kind of freestyle move that I'm talking about. So if it's real, if that value is real, it's the right thing to have. The ExpressLRS version that I have here doesn't have an SPI or either ExpressLRS serial in the same board. It's a dedicated receiver, very well hidden in the drone itself at the back, and it gives you the ability to use whatever receiver you want. If you want to have a Crossfire or ExpressLRS or whatever, you can have it in the same place. It has its place. It's held again with a CNC part. I would have used most probably a TPU there, but everything here is CNC. The motors are RC in power, 1204 5000 kV. Again, giving a very nice feeling when you are flying with the pieces that they chose to have in this little drone. I got myself the version that comes without the O3 to save some money, and I had to do the installation myself. Nothing complicated at all because again, everything is in place. They give you the cable to connect the O3 and you just have to screw the camera to the front to do those CNC parts that I've been talking about. Everything can be unbuilt and easily screwed together. And then you have to attach the O3 to the top plate, connected to the cable that is there, and just screw everything together. It might be a little bit fiddling to connect the O3 to the top plate, but it's nothing complicated. You are not soldering anything, you are not building the drone, you are just installing the O3. And this is a nice way to save some money if you already own an O3 or if you have the ability to get one second-hand or something like that, because that is going to be the expensive part of this drone. Talking about expensive, here is the part where I need a bit of help from you, my viewer. See, I'm liking quite a lot this drone. It flies amazingly. I like the size and I like that it's it's something that you will bring anywhere and you can fly without people getting scared like they could get if you have like a 5 inches and you start throttling and doing tricks like that. Sound gets some people to be a little bit nervous. In the case of this drone, like no one is going to be nervous about this thing flying around you, and you still have the ability to do everything that you do with a 5 inches. So I'm liking it quite a lot. But if you look at the price, the manufacturer is going to offer this drone in their website for $479 US. That is price in China. You need to add to that shipping, and probably you're gonna have to pay some kind of customs and importation taxes or something like that, leaving this drone to be over $500 for a 2 inches drone. That's the part that I'm feeling that it's gonna be a bit difficult for many of us to pay that kind of money for a small drone like this. Of course, again, you have to think about that this is the version with the O3, and the O3 itself, it's $220 or something like that, like half of the price. It's the O3. But tell me, what do you think I should do? Should I bring this drone to the shop and offer it, even if it's going to end up to something around 500 and something US? Leave me your comment and let me know what you think I should be doing with that. Despite the fact that I like quite a lot this drone as it is, I'm having the idea of replacing that VTX, the O3, with a walk snail, which is going to be much lighter. Either the new V3 or even the 1S VTX. Imagine that weight difference in this drone. It's gonna be fantastic, I think. So in my next video, I'm going to do that project. I'm going to have to design some camera holders that can get the walk snail camera in here, because of course, you know, the O3 it's bigger than the regular camera. So I'm gonna have to do something there with TPU or something to hold the walk snail camera, but the holes to hold the VTX are gonna fit perfectly with the new walk snail, and I'm going to be reducing the weight quite a lot. So I'm gonna see the performance. I'm expecting a better performance, a better time, flight time with the walk snail VTX. So look for that new video in the future if you are interested on the walk snail version of this drone. For now, this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope to see you soon. Thank you for watching. See you soon.